Christian, just the importance of this game. You're a younger player, but you can certainly see the importance. It's a win-win for you guys trying to make the World Cup.
Yeah, absolutely. We understand what's at stake here, and we're going to give it everything we have tomorrow to try to get 3 points.
National level, we all remember your debut, what you've done, but do you consider this thus far until you get to the World Cup your most important game with the national team?
Yeah, I mean, every game is important, and obviously this is one of the biggest ones. It's one of the last ones before, important ones for qualification. So, yeah, I understand it's a big game, and I'm going to be ready, and the team's going to be ready for it. I mean, we're coming out with an aggressive game plan tomorrow. We're not worried about Panama, what they're going to do, or coming out trying to hack us or something like that. We're going to be ready for whatever comes, and yeah, we're prepared for anything. So. Of course, man. This is to go to the World Cup. It's everything. So, yeah, it's everything.
We'll begin with opening comments from Bruce. Afterwards, we'll have questions. Bruce, we'll begin with your thoughts on tomorrow's match.
Well, good morning, everyone. I guess I can sense from the gathering here there might be some significance to this game tomorrow, so it's good to have you here. We look forward to the game. We know it's a huge game for both teams. We've been in camp here since Sunday. I think our team will be well prepared and ready to play against a very good team from Panama. So we look forward to the match. We're pleased to be in Orlando. It's a great venue, a great community to support the U.S. team. So it has all the makings of a great game tomorrow night.
There's a lot of anxiety out there among the public and in the soccer community. How would you reassure everyone out there that this is going to be all right?
Watch the game and support us. I think this is why we play and coach in these type of games. This is what high-level athletes and coaches are supposed to be about. And we're playing in a big game. It means there's going to be big moments, and we need to have big performances. And I believe we're prepared to do that.
Bruce, the last 2 rounds of games, you've platooned your goalkeepers. Saying that Tim Howard, post-surgery, it's a tough turnaround quickly for him for the second game. Are you planning on continuing that this week with the 2 games?
I will be honest with you. I haven't spent 1 second in preparation for the second game. All the focus has been on Panama. I cannot tell you one thing that we would do in our second game in this swing. So all the focus is on this game on Friday night.
Obviously, a lot of questions about the attack and how to basically create more space for Christian. What kinds of things do you guys need to do on Friday to accomplish that goal and kind of make him more effective?
It's not making Christian more effective. It's making everyone more effective. Our team is not centered around one player in the attack. So we have good focus on our concepts on how to attack the Panamanian defense, and I'm sure at kickoff we'll be ready to employ those tactics. But Christian's an important part of the team as well as others. So our focus isn't on creating space for Christian as much as it's creating space and goal-scoring opportunities for our entire team.
Just when you talk to your players in advance of this game, do you emphasize the special nature and the importance of it, or do you try to make it seem as normal as possible?
Well, it's not as normal as possible. If that was the case, no one would be here. I think it's a big occasion. I don't think I need to lecture our players on the significance of the game. I think they understand that. We have a group of players that have been in these games. Maybe people haven't realized it since March. Every game has been do or die for us. And so this is no different. But obviously, as you get to the end of the hex, there's more significance in it. So I don't think we've had a radically different approach to this game than we have had to others.
Christian's really young in his international career, but this is probably his biggest game, the biggest stage for him. Is it fair, the expectations that are placed upon him to have a big performance in a game like this?
It's fair. It's fair that every player needs to have a big performance in this game. This is a game where players have to step up and perform. So Christian's not going to be like any different than any of the other players on the field for the U.S. team. We expect big performances out of our players in this game.
Bruce, I know you were doing other things when this match happened, the famous match 4 years ago where the U.S. came back to beat Panama and kind of crush their World Cup dreams. But could you share your recollections of that? Were you watching that game? I know it's a long time ago, but it seems to hang over the proceedings this week, and how do you think it may influence the tone tomorrow?
I can't speak for Panama. I mean, I don't think our players, it means anything to them at this point. It's certainly, I would think it does to for our opponent tomorrow. But I thought it was a strange event, those last couple of minutes, on how it impacted everything in the standings and the hex. But, you know, that's about all I can say about it. I thought the whole thing was interesting.
You were watching it live?
Yeah. And I think when I was watching, there was a split screen perhaps showing the game in Mexico at the same time. It was interesting. I never kind of put 2 and 2 together at the end, where what would happen if the U.S. got a point out of the game and then they went on to get 3 points and all of that. It happened so fast. It surprised me at the time. But obviously there were some real implications to all of that, those last 5 or 6 minutes of U.S. Panama.